In a kingdom known for brave warriors, a young boy was born into a legendary family of fighters. His father, the captain of the royal guard, was his idol and mentor, known not only for his skills but also for his strict training methods. From a very young age, he was groomed to follow in his footsteps, facing immense pressure to uphold the family's honor. His childhood was marked by rigorous training sessions and high expectations. While he showed remarkable skill with the sword, the fear of not living up to his family's legacy weighed heavily on him. This burden came to a head during the kingdom's grand festival when he was just 15. Chosen to demonstrate his swordplay in front of the entire kingdom, including visiting dignitaries, the event was his chance to prove his worth. The demonstration began under the kingdom's largest pavilion, with hundreds of eyes fixed on him. As he performed, his nerves betrayed him, his hands slipped, and his sword clanged to the ground, an audible symbol of failure in the deafening silence. The crowd's murmurs turned to whispers of judgment, and his father's stern look of disappointment cut deeper than any blade. This moment became a scar upon his spirit, haunting him with relentless doubts and fears. Years passed, and the memory of the festival disaster stayed, turning every training session into a replay of his failure. As his peers grew into confident warriors, he became trapped in a cycle of overthinking and second-guessing every decision. His fear of public embarrassment became a barrier, causing him to hesitate at crucial moments. Desperate to find comfort and escape the heavy expectations, he ventured into the ancient forest, a place rumored to be filled with wise sages and hidden wisdom. Deep in the heart of the forest, he stumbled upon an elderly sage sitting by a serene lake. His presence was calming, and his eyes held stories of many lifetimes. Recognizing the signs of a tormented soul, he invited him to sit and share his burdens. As he recounted his tale of the festival and the years of doubt that followed, the sage listened with a deep, empathetic silence that beckoned him to lay down his fears. The sage imparted his wisdom through engaging stories. He starts the first story, The Mountain Climber's Resolve. Consider the tale of Tenzin, a mountain climber whose dream was to conquer the highest peak. His first attempts were thwarted by unexpected storms and perilous terrain. With each failure, instead of succumbing to despair, he reflected on his experiences to better prepare for the next. He developed new climbing techniques and learned to respect, rather than fear, the mountain's power. Your practice should be like his climbs. Each setback is an opportunity to strengthen his resolve and refine his skills. The second story was for feeding courage, starving fear. There once lived two wolves inside a brave knight. One represented his deepest fears, the other his unmatched courage. The knight noticed that the wolf he fed with his thoughts and actions grew stronger each day. When he fostered positive thoughts and celebrated small victories, his courage overshadowed his fears, leading him to triumphs previously thought impossible. Each morning, affirm his strengths and visualize his success, thus feeding his courage to rise above his fears. The third story was about the bamboo's flexibility. In the heart of the dense forest, there grows a grove of bamboo, standing tall against the mightiest winds. The secret to their resilience is their flexibility. They bend during fierce storms, which prevents them from breaking. Similarly, journaling his training experiences and reflections will help him bend but not break under pressure, adapting and growing stronger with each challenge. The fourth story was on calm as the still lake. Imagine a serene lake, its surface smooth and undisturbed. When a stone is thrown, it ripples, but soon regains its calm, reflecting the sky perfectly once again. This is how he must manage his mind in the heat of battle. Through controlled sparring sessions, practice regaining his calm quickly, allowing no disturbance to linger long enough to distort his reflection of reality. After imparting these wisdom words, the sage handed the young warrior a practical tool and said, "Coloring is a great tool to calm our minds, which are often bound by overthinking. By bringing color to the world, we can bring peace to our thoughts." Research has shown that coloring landscapes and natural scenes can help focus the mind, promote meditation, and even improve cognitive functions and emotional stability. By embracing this creative practice, we can find tranquility in a chaotic world and cultivate a sense of inner peace. So take a moment to explore our beautiful serene coloring pages, available through the link in the description, and discover the calming power of coloring for yourself. Taking the sage's stories and lessons to heart, he incorporated these practices into his daily routine. Meditation. He began each day by meditating to find his center, visualizing himself as calm and unshakable as the mountain the climber ascended. Affirmations. He affirmed his strengths each morning, feeding his courage and starving his fears, slowly shifting his internal narrative. Journaling. His nightly reflections helped him recognize patterns in his reactions and adjust his approach to challenges, growing stronger with each experience. Coloring. He added coloring to his routine, using the serene coloring pages. Check the pinned comment and description for links to calm his mind and cultivate emotional stability. As he brought color to the world, he found peace in his thoughts, and his mind became more focused and clear. Armed with a fortified mind and a strategy to manage his thoughts, he returned to training with renewed vigor. His improved focus and resilience were evident, earning him respect as a formidable and consistent warrior. As he mastered the ability to remain calm and adapt quickly, he no longer hesitated in his movements. His peers, once ahead, now sought his guidance, recognizing the profound change in his demeanor and technique. The annual Grand Tournament arrived, a stage that once symbolized his greatest defeat. This time, he entered the arena with a sense of purpose and calm that was palpable. With each bout, he demonstrated not only mastery of his sword, but also of his emotions. His movements were fluid and precise, each strike a reflection of his inner calm. In the final match, facing the top contender, he remained poised and focused, turning his opponent's aggressive tactics to his advantage and securing a decisive victory. He was not only crowned the champion, but also celebrated as an exemplar of mental and physical prowess. His victory at the tournament became a turning point not only in his life, but also in the culture of the kingdom. He inspired a new approach to warrior training, emphasizing mental discipline alongside physical skills. His story was told and retold, not just as a tale of overcoming a public failure, but as a testament to the power of mental strength and resilience. His legacy led to the founding of a new school within the kingdom, dedicated to training warriors in the art of mental discipline, ensuring that future generations would learn the balance of sharpening both the sword and the mind. His journey, enriched by the sage's wisdom, became a beacon of hope and strength, proving that the greatest battles are indeed won within the mind.